Good morning, my pirate people. How are you all doing today? Good to see we already have some people in the chat, or at least one person in the chat. So, my understanding is that the chapter came out quite late this week. Chapter 1161 was quite late, is that right? I was actually very unaware of everything chapter 1161 because I've been on a work trip for about a week now. And I was actually expecting to be late. I thought that the chapter would be up because I came home. I think I got back around 11 p.m., maybe later than 11 p.m. last night, and tried to go straight to sleep. And then saw the notification that the chapter was out and thought, okay, you know what, we'll schedule the stream. I thought that the chapter would have already been out, but I thought, okay, we'll schedule the stream and we'll start reading this morning. And I think it's actually great timing. Great timing that the chapter came out so early this morning / late last night. Earlier in the day, depending on what time you guys are based in. Maybe morning on maybe it was like Friday morning for some of you on the other side of the hemisphere. In another hemisphere is what I should say. Hello to our friends from the land of Twitch as well coming in. That's good to see. Why is the chat not showing up properly? This is strange. Chat doesn't seem to be working. Every so often, Streamlabs does this, and we haven't had this problem in a while. We did used to have this problem quite frequently. I don't know if you guys remember, but there were a few times where the stream just would not appear on screen over the overlay, and this used to happen to us quite frequently. We haven't had this problem in a while, but now it seems like it's happening again, which is very, very annoying. Maybe if I try to add another screen. Let me see if I can add another chat box. Oh, okay. No, it's seeming like maybe it is working again. So we'll leave it be and hope that it works. Because right now it seems like it's only... No. Maybe it's working. Okay. All right. Elizabeth Swan. Good morning. Or good evening, depending on where you may be based. Okay, so has everyone already read the chapter already? Have you already had your chance to read the chapter? Did it come out too recently and you haven't had the chance yet? I'm not gonna lie, I woke up maybe not that long ago, and the first thing that I did was I had to do a massive pile of laundry, because, you know, that's what happens when you're away for a week and you just have heaps of laundry that you need to get done. So which meant that I didn't get a chance to make my morning coffee. And at the time because I sort of just woken up, washed my face and everything, I think I was feeling awake. Whereas now that I've sort of lulled back in to my morning, I could really go with a coffee. But I guess there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. Mr. Bushido, congratulations on being a member for 12 months, for a year. Congrats, that's huge. Okay, people are saying that they've read it already, so, and it's seeming very, very promising. I've just shared the stream on Discord, so hopefully that means we get more people joining us this morning. And Zod, 3 years of membership. That is massive. Congratulations and thank you so much. Thank you to all of our members. Thank you to all of our subscribers. Thank you to all those who gift memberships. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Oh, just as I was saying that, Zod, my heart. My heart. Oh, this is too sweet. What a way to perk up and brighten your morning. Congrats to everybody who has just been gifted a membership. And welcome to the JoyFleet. I hope you enjoy your time here. I'm sure you will. Welcome, welcome to all of our new members. Every so often, okay, this is too Zod, but for some reason, it's not letting me tag you, but big W's, big dubs to Zod. What I was actually about to say was that we've hit 92,000. We've hit 92,000, so I don't know if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, I was talking about those of you who are not yet subscribed definitely need to subscribe. And I accidentally said we were at 91,000 at the time, I think. Or maybe we weren't even. Anyways, I miscalculated the math and I said that we have less than 8,000 subscribers to go when I actually meant that we have less than 9,000. But now we definitely have less than 8,000 subscribers to go. We are getting so close. So if you are not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We are just a bunch of One Piece nerds who love to talk One Piece. And if you're here, then obviously that's you. So yes, please do subscribe. And otherwise, no, you did not miss it at all. So we are about to start reading the chapter. I hope everyone has the chapter up. Let me actually, you know what, I'll share the link. Let me pin it. Okay. So, are we ready? Everyone have the chapter up? Are we ready? Oh, Timo! You've also been here for almost 3 years, or you've almost been a member for almost 3 years. 35 months. Next month, we've got to do a big celebration. Both Zod as well. Zod was 36 months today. 3 years. Massive. Absolutely massive. And I'm so grateful. So grateful to all of our members, to all of our subscribers. To those who gift memberships to allow other people to become members. But I'm seeing that we are now ready. It seems like people do have their chapters up. In which case, without much further ado, reading chapter 1161 of One Piece. And this color spread is so freaking cute. Oh my god. Wow, this is what we hold in our hearts. What we hold in our hearts is ours forever. Oh. So it's like all of the straw hats and who they hold dear, but they're winning them in crane machines. Is this what's happening? I'm hearing a lot of ding ding dings. I'm not too sure what's happening because I usually don't read the chat while I read the chapter. So, but the quick succession at which it's happening has me suspecting that these are new memberships and gifted memberships. So welcome to everyone who has become a member, and thank you to whoever has gifted these members their memberships, and I hope you guys are giving them big W's in the chat. Please know that you're getting a big W from me. What? So these are little plushie dolls out there with, oh, this is so funny. Chopper's stuck. Chopper got stuck in the claw machine. This is so Japanese as well. Do you know, you guys know, when I went to Japan last year, do you know how much money I spent? I spent so much money on these claw machines, and especially on like my last 2 days, I think. I saw a little Den mushi. I saw a plushie. I saw a little Den mushi plushie, and it was very small, but I really, really, really wanted it. And to the point that, because I just really thought that it would work quite well with the channel setup as well. And so I think I can't remember exactly how much I spent. A stupid amount of money. A stupid amount of money. You know, because by the end of it, you end up spending more money than it would have cost you to just go and buy the damn plushie yourself. You know, so many places where you can do that now, but I could not find. But I hadn't seen the Den mushi anywhere else. And after a while, if you are bad at the crane machines, the staff will sort of like make it easier for you to pick it up. They will maneuver it in ways and like give you tips on how to get it. And I had gotten all of those tips. I had gotten all of that help, and I still could not get my Den mushi plushie. So Zod, I saw you're in this chat. You're going to Japan next month. I don't know if you are a plushie fan or a claw machine fan. Doesn't necessarily have to be plushies. I did win a bunch of other things though. I did win a lot of like different figurines and stuff. It was just that one Den mushi plushie that I really struggled with. I don't know if if you have a weakness for the claw machines, but I wish you luck if you do. It's probably better for your wallet if you don't. What is the One Piece shop? Oh, there's a One Piece shop opening. Is that why? Oh, there must be like a pop-up shop opening in December of this year. Zod, you should delay your trip for 2 months. You should go in December when they open up this plushie. Do you think they're really gonna have all of these? Like, do you think they're gonna have? Oh, look, it's so cute seeing like who everyone holds dear. Sanji is holding so much. Sanji is holding so many women dear that they are falling off. It's actually kind of cruel. Look at Boa and Carrot. I'm surprised that Zoro has a massive Shirahoshi. I would have imagined that Zoro would be lying on like a Hiyori. Oh, Vivi. Vivi gets a little mention. That's so funny. Can't believe that Chopper got stuck. They got the plushie Chopper, and they missed the real Chopper instead. That is hilarious. And Frankie's like, frick, I don't have enough money to win. to win Chopper back. I actually won Chopper from a plushie machine. I went to one in Sydney. There's a bunch of there's a chain of stores that do plushies here in Sydney as well. And I went to one in with Liam from Mr. Grand Line Review and Mr. Red, our wonderful editor for this channel. And I actually, not this one, you guys know the story of this chopper, but I have a smaller chopper that I won from a plushie machine. And I think it was like my first go or something. It was very, very exciting. Okay, shall we keep reading? Oda's notes taken out of context. I always thought horse meat was only as good as sashimi, but I recently went to a joint where they did grilled horse instead, and it was delicious. May I say that that is quite brave from Oda to be talking about horse meat, eating horse meat. I don't think everyone is going to love that, but you know, it's don't yuck someone's yum. Chapter 1161, a love ballad in a hail of arrows. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. The title already is giving me like heart palpitations. Oh no. Onichad Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 43. The Resting Place of Heroes. Isn't that majestic? Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Alright. Reading this chapter where we're in for some heartbreak. I can feel it. We are in for some major heartbreak. A love ballad in a hail of arrows. This is gonna be Rox's death. Oh no. Okay. The island became an inescapable flashpoint. God Valley. What happens when legends meet? The island became an inescapable flashpoint where motive and fate erupted into a battlefield of nightmares. Done! Head for the evacuation route. But there was a prize I really wanted. It's your life, man. You know what? Stay and die. We will take responsibility and get it for you. Responsibility? You'll be taking responsibility for all this, you idiot. We might have a chance. Let's use this chaos to hop on a boat and slip away. Where's Shaki? Is she alright? Edis, Teach, where are you? Oh, that's her name. Edis. Edis, Teach, where are you? Where did I love this. See, this is what I keep saying. Every chapter that we see these three, we're seeing like the directions of obsession. Look at Roger, focused on Shaki, and Garp is like, where is Roger? Never mind that there are pirates here. Never mind that they're doing sick native hunting competition where slaves are dying. Where is Roger? Hang in there just a bit longer. Where are the navy ships? Oh, more pirates. It's not the. Oh no, he saw. Oh, Dragon has already been caught out. They know it already. It's not this way. Yeah, I see him. A marine with a little bundle in his arms. Oh man, what a power. It looks like she's flying as well. Wow. Got him. This must be like a killing him You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver, Maffy. Garling would have killed me. Oh, look at little Shamrock or Shanks. Who would have thought a prick like Garling could have a kid? That's almost as strange as our intriguing little kidnapper. Saint Maffy of the Satchels family. The Satchels family. I am killing him's family name is escaping me at the moment. This isn't Killingham's family, right? She just has similar horns. Wait, those babies! They're my only chance to atone for helping set up this twisted murder game. It was nice knowing you, young man. Oh, who's gonna save him? I guess that's that. Considering all the dead, this is probably what I deserve. Out of the way! Someone just chopped them all in half. Oh, no way. Saint Maffy got sliced in half. For the last time, I was aiming at the enemy, not you. Liar, this is where their rivalry starts, huh? Liar, I could have died. You want to go right now or something? How many other pirate crews landed here anyways? Oh, whoa, these pirates, they're so huge. Oh, dragon inadvertently saved by Whitebeard. Damn you, Newgate, you trying to get me killed? Shicky. Isn't this what we agreed on, Lin? Kaido? The Rocks Pirates! If we can take them down, we'll be famous! Huh? Hang on. Are these scrubs after Shucky too? They're all like, you are way too small, way too weak to be looking after me, mate. Looking after us. Wow, look at that. The Rocks Pirates in action. Oh, that is so freaking sick. Get back to bed, you small fries. Oh, yeah, of course she's not dead. What in the world is happening on this island? I could probably slip away now, but I lost the baby. Oh, so he only gets to save Shanks. This is how he only saves Shanks. Oh, poor Shamrock. Shanks. Now, this is a big catch. I found the prime fishing spot. Brace yourselves, you big old sea kings. It's Garp. Run! A fight with him will drag on to the respect. Four of the freaking Rocks Pirates. 4 of the freaking Rocks Pirates, and they're deciding, let's avoid Garp. 4 of them all together. That's freaking insane. This is the Yonko, the original Yonko running away from Garp. Wow. I hope Oda knows what he's doing to the power scaling fan base. That's crazy. Oh, see, Kaido's like, we ain't gonna fight back at all. Can it? Zeus? Prometheus? Yes, mama. Dad? Oh. Wait. What? Who is that? That's not Dragon. Dad? Is that supposed to be Whitebeard's kid? Who is that saying dad? Dad? Is that Dragon? I guess I feel like it would only make sense in the context for it to be. I guess it's the cloak, but he does not look like Dragon there. Everyone who's been saying that Dragon and Garp is not yet confirmed, I guess, and I have to say, I was towing that line. I towed that line quite a bit. I guess this is our definitive proof. Dragon is Garp's biological son. Dad, heavenly flare blitz. First Admiral Garp. What was that? No, focus. This is our chance, Kuma. Okay. This isn't hot enough to cook a prime rib, Lin. Oh, Garp the Menace. Wow. Freaking wow. Man, look at that smile. His like glowing smile. That's crazy. Fuck! That's so funny. Lily. Shit. Hey, the kidnapper's probably dead, and I've secured the baby. That's good enough, right? Yeah. I'm forever in your debt. Now please get back here before Garling finds out. Little did they know there are two babies. Oh, I'm sorry. I may not be able to help your brother, but I swear to at least save you. You all really thought you could get away in the chaos? Pirate or townsfolk, none of you will escape on my watch. Reporting in! The Rocks Pirates are coming in from the southeast. The Roger Pirates from the northwest. We've been sandwiched. Ha ha ha. Give back, Sharky! It's Roger! Fight to the last! We haven't gotten to the treasure to safety yet! The Rocks crew are coming from the other side! Look at them! Wow, what a freaking panel. Look at the rivalry between them. I'm gonna save her first. No, I will let go! Shaki, we're here to save you. I love that Gloriosa also looks like she's very, very committed. Hurry and stop them. You at least moved to Shakuyaku, right? Saint Summers, about that. Huh? Saint Summers. Oh, it was her. Don't tell me all of them were taken out by one little chained up lady. Sounds like the pirates out there are really going to town. Oh, look at her. She's so badass. Even as she's chained up. Let's freaking go, Shaki. I love that. Look, that man has been like, he's through the wall. He has gone through the wall. That's hilarious. Oh, how distasteful. There's nothing. Oh! Summers, you freaking dog. You scum. You scum of the earth. Shoot this man now. How distasteful. There's nothing less cute than a woman who knows her worth. A woman who knows her worth. He's a misogynist on top of all of it. Oh man, someone better slap his face like. We need like a Luffy versus Charlos punch right here. Oh no, it's Shaki gonna do it. Yes. I love that. Back kick. Wow, look at her preparing as well. Oh, man. Ouch. Oh, he grabbed. No, not using his weapon. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Using his little freaking kanabo. Oh. Eek. Oh. Chucky. Oh my goodness. Everyone, Summers is the fact I cannot believe that Summers has survived to this day. The fact that he was not number one on the hit list from the Rocks Pirates, from the Roger Pirates. This is insane. You know, all these pirates are here to take you away. Your popularity's quite the pain. It's certainly made a mess of our tourney. Even if you survive this, Garling will ultimately claim you as his. No one else really gains anything. So I'm starting to wonder if it wouldn't just be more fun to kill you here and now. They've come all this way just to save you. It'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell, only to find the mangled corpse of their beloved here. I wonder what kind of faces they'll make. Wow, Summers is the true evil. The true evil. You look at them fighting their way just as... Oh, Roger and Whitebeard! Shaggy! We've come to find you! We've come to save you! Shaggy, are you okay? I'm gonna save you now! It'll be me! No, I'm the one! Damn! My hands are tied right now! I'll leave Shucky to you. Oh, Rayleigh's. Can you hear that? They're right outside. But I'm afraid they're just a little too late. Saint Summers, Garling won't forgive this kind of transgression. Zip it! If you keep quiet, they'll just chalk it up to an accident. Look at her face. All hope snuffed out. See, this ain't a fairy tale. I just got any hero who'd show up. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Wow, Oda really did not hold back on the profanities. I'll kill you in 5 slashes. Savor the pain. Your wishful thinking will drain out with your blood. Oh, look at that. He's a freaking... Look at that evil face. He is the devil. Look at that. Oh, so ugly. I'll send you to the darker shadows of the underworld. Oh, really? Yes. Rayleigh always gets the best entrances. Always gets the best freaking entrances. My man, look at her. The darkest shadows of the underworld. Huh? Transcendent Higan Crescent. The red spider lily. Bokia! Shaki. Sorry for that delay. Wow, the love story. Oh. I'm sorry for that delay. Oh man, this is making me too giddy. Come and make me yours. Sorry for the delay. I'm here for you. Rayleigh, you What a freaking Chad. You Chad. I love it. The darkest shadows of the underworld. So fitting for Rayleigh, our dark king. Putting on the swag, you know, dripping in swag as he saves his woman, as he saves his Shaki. Oh, I'm here for you. Oh, swoon. Look at that. Everything in the background is going crazy, but it's all love hearts inside. Ray-san, you're late. Oh, you're late. I love that. Ray-san, you're late. Is he Rayleigh's crying too? Rayleigh's crying too. This is too juicy. I'm sorry for letting it come to this. Oh, Ray-san, you're late. She almost lost hope. She almost lost hope that he was going to be able to come here. Oh, I was so scared. I'll never, ever save it for later. I love it. Roger and Gabon, they're heartbroken. They know it was too late. They were too late. They could not get there on time. They're like, save it for later, you dog. I'm not crying. You're crying. Guys, we've got Shaggy. Grab the treasure and run for it. Wow. A passionate rescue. This is, what a freaking chapter. This is too sweet. Oh man, so freaking sweet. That's so cute. Way too cute. Oh wow. Wow. What a freaking chapter. That was a long chapter as well, right? I feel like that was long. How many pages was that? Oh man, my heart is full. My heart is so full. Man. And Oda gave us Oda, the troll, a love ballad in a hail of arrows. Thank God. I was expecting a lot more heartbreak. I thought someone was gonna die in the hail. I honestly, reading that chapter title, my expectations, my predictions, if you ask me, going into the chapter was that Rox would find Edis and Teach, and that he's professing his love to them as he gets killed. Oh, thank God that wasn't the case. I have a feeling that's coming up though. It is gonna come up, but this one was quite heartwarming. Heartbreaking, but heartwarming. Do we all agree that Summers needs to die, and he needs to die now? My goodness. I think Oda is definitely laying the groundworks. Oda really wants Summers to, like, he's really portrayed him to be the devil here. Just a real scum. No good freaking scum. So I'm guessing he has a plan. He wants Summers to die. You know, we're gonna get, it's the Saint Saturn treatment from Egghead Island. You know, Saint Saturn was absolute scum of the earth. Terrible. And we all felt the satisfaction when he died. Well, actually, I don't know if we felt the satisfaction when he died. We definitely felt shock when he died. I don't know if I was necessarily satisfied, but we definitely felt the satisfaction when he got slapped by Kuma. When Kuma slapped him. And so I think we can expect the same thing from Oda for Summers. Wow. Alright, let me read the translator's notes. The kanji references a small blade slash, okay, and evokes the idea of enlightenment as well as the Buddhist holiday Higan, which centers on transcendence and honoring ancestors. So it's very spiritual, a very spiritual dark underworld. The reading sounds like Red Spider Lily. Interesting. And these, okay, so I was actually going to, ask who these lanterns are for. So we've got Kazuki Toki, Kazuki Odin, Shimotsuki Yasui, Uzuki Tempura, Fugetsu Omusubi, Shimotsuki Ushimaru, Taka Izo Petro. Oh man, by the end of this, I'm gonna cry. All of these. And the remaining lanterns are too hard to determine. Oh, that's interesting. It's the death flower, red spider lily. Isn't that the red spider lily, I feel like it's mostly associated with death and should never be given to someone in a bouquet. So you know what that means. Rayleigh really did intend. He intended. That was a death slash. He intended to kill Summers. Luink always knew that Garp was really strong, but it looked like a yeah, tell me about it. This was Garp's chapter. Garp's freaking chapter. I love that. I freaking love that 3 Yonko was having to run away from him. 3 Yonko were not, future Yonko were not confident to face up against him. We see him withstand Lin's attack. You know what that pose? His smile, the glowing smile as well. You know what that reminds me of? Is I think there's an anime shot of Luffy. Let me see if I have it, and maybe I'll be able to find it. Give me a second. Maybe not, because my hard drive is, for some reason, my hard drive is not connected and I have no idea. Did I take it? I don't think I took it with me when I went away for work. But anyways, I cannot find my hard drive where I have all of my One Piece photos. But there is a shot in the anime when Luffy first awakens his Gear 5th. And then, you know, when he smiles, and it's not super clear, but his red eyes, you see the red eyes and red smile. Let me see if I can. This. This is what it reminds me of. Garp, like, coming out with the smile and his eyes glowering from the shadows of being blasted, but having no effect. Love that. Cannot wait to see it progress. Cannot believe that Shaki and Rayleigh finally get their happy ending. So sweet. Rayleigh crying as well. Roger and Gaban crying too. This is all too freaking sweet. Got burned to charcoal. And Dragon saying, you know, Dad, I wonder how this is going to affect their relationship as well. Do you think Dragon's going to go home and have a fight with Garp? Like, excuse me, father. There were slaves dying. There were innocent children being hunted for sport. And all you could care about was Roger. All you could care about was Roger and the Rocks pirates. Why were you fighting the pirates? You should have been helping me. Help me. I have a feeling that's the conversation that's going to happen. Smooth Weeb, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, Smooth Weeb. Hello, please check out Dragon's armband. What do you think? Oh, I missed that. Wait, when we say armband, are we talking about the ring of tattoos around his arm? Is that what we're talking about? How it's the same design as his tattoos? Yeah, because he doesn't have it on his face yet. I did notice that whenever we last saw Dragon as well, that he's got the tattoo on his arms, but he doesn't have it on his face yet. Yeah. I mean, look, at this point, because you'd have to wonder, like, what the symbolic meaning of that tattoo is, right? Why he would even get so motivated to put it on his face. If at this point his morals are sort of like half-baked, do you think maybe it has something to do with his family, like with his mum? It could be the mum's influence, maybe, because I have to say Dragon is you can see the resemblance, but Dragon seems like slightly different. He doesn't look as alike as Garp and Luffy do, in my opinion. And so maybe it's Dragon's mother's, it's Garp's wife, Dragon's mum's influence. If she provides the Brazilian, as in the real world Brazilian that Oda has talked about, influence on Dragon, and that's also sort of shaped his moral and his worldview, and then it's after this experience that it solidifies that. Yeah, maybe, yeah, because I thought that he was wearing it from ever since we saw him in the flashback. Yeah, I thought we saw it too. I didn't think it was an armband. I actually thought that it was a tattoo, but maybe you're right. Maybe it is actually an armband. Trying to see it on if there's other photos that will make it look clearer. Dragon's mum could be Shandorian. I could definitely see that. So I'm just trying to... I'm looking through the old... Yeah, because we see it in chapter 1159. It's like a diamond tribal pattern. Could also be something from Shandora, since there are similarities with Garp and the old guy with dog-like hat, as well as Kaigara throwing giant cannonballs. I definitely like the connection with Shandora. I definitely think it could, work. I think we've all mentioned that. We've all been long saying that Dragon does look like he could be Shandorian. I don't know as much about Luffy and Garp, but Dragon definitely. Shanks got the Goku treatment, fell down headfirst as a baby. Yeah, hopefully that hasn't had any lasting damage. From what we can tell, it doesn't seem like it had any lasting impact, or at least a negative impact on Shanks, so thank goodness for that. But how sad. How freaking sad. The two brothers separated at birth. Shamrock could have lived the life of being a Yonko as well. Instead, he's out there being the world government's dog. And I also forgot, so what's Saint Killingham's family name? Rimo Shifu. That's right. It was Rimo Shifu, so they're not part of the same family. But they look quite alike, don't you think? I think it's their, like, sharp teeth. Saint Maffy. Instead, we have Maffy from the Satchels family. So we're getting more and more of these family. Oh, I missed a super chat from, I am going to butcher your name, so my apologies from the outset. How? Gabriel. I'm really sorry. Please do let me know how I'm supposed to say your name. Thank you for the super chat. What made Roger/Garp go against rocks and help the Celestial Dragon? Now, I really, really need to thank you here now, because I feel like you've done my plugging for me. I have literally made a video on this very topic about why Roger and Garp had to try and stop rocks. The short version is that Imu Domi reversied rocks. Imu took control of rocks. Domi reversi. And so rocks was no longer the same. He was going berserk. Might have even tried to kill someone that he loves. You know, what if he actually was, if he was even about to kill his own babies, or if he was going to do something like, I don't know, harm Shamrocks, because rocks witnesses his own loved ones getting hurt, and so decides he's going to go after everyone's loved ones. You know, something terrible that actually had to be stopped because of Imu's Domi Reversi. And that's what caused them that's what caused them to team up and attack him, because I completely agree. Why else would Rox and Garp go after Rox in this situation? Sorry, did I say Rox and Garp? Why else would Roger and Garp go after Rox in this situation? So thank you for plugging my own video for me. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, yeah, I'll pin it now for you so that you can watch it. There you go. It has been pinned. After we finish the stream, please feel free to go watch that video where I discuss it in more detail. And thank you so much for the super chat. And John, okay. My apologies for that, for butchering your name earlier. Zod, thank you so much for the super chat. Will a new chapter come out next week? As far as I know, there's no break, right? Is there a chapter break next week? Please don't tell me there's another chapter break. Oh, I feel like it's been like... Oh, no break. Oh, thank goodness. I feel like maybe it's because I was away this week, but I felt like this chapter break felt longer, extremely long. You know what I did do though? This is not related, so apologies for getting a little bit off topic, but I watched the Demon Slayer movie. Do you guys follow Demon Slayer? I have to admit that I'm not someone who has really kept up with Demon Slayer, but every so often a new movie comes out and then it makes me like catch up. Yeah, it was really, really good. I highly, highly recommend you guys to go see it if it's still out in the cinemas for you guys. Otherwise, I'm sure it will come up to Crunchyroll soon. It's a really fun movie. I do think that I prefer it as an anime over a film, because I feel like the film makes the timing feel a little bit strange, but all in all, cannot complain. Smooth Weep, thank you so much for the super chat. Shiki isn't floating, so he probably get his devil fruit now. You're right. Yeah, we haven't seen him use his powers at any point throughout this flashback, right? He was floating a few chapters ago? Okay. Was that at the beginning of the flashback? Must have missed that then. When do we first see them? Like around 11:56? Do we see them? When Whitebeard shakes the island. Ah, okay. That must be like 11:57 then, maybe? Let me... Yeah, right. When he was sabotaging his own team. I see. Maybe that's 11:55. I am having trouble finding the chapter right now, but No, it must be 11:57. Wow, things move quick. And we see that Captain John has a cyborg arm here, do we? So could that be... Yeah! So that's Kid's devil fruit, maybe? What do you think? Do we think that's Kid's devil fruit? Huh. Yeah, yeah. Captain John might have, what is it called? The... Is it the, Jiki Jiki no Mi? Yeah. And are there any laser fruits that we know of other than Kizaru's? Are we thinking that Maffy might have the Pika Pika no Mi? Could be. Could be. Yeah, that's why Kid is named Cap... Ah, I like that. That's very, very smart. Sorry, I just need to do a yawn and a big stretch. But I like that. That's very, very smart. Yeah, that's why his nickname is Captain Kid. I see. After Captain John. Yeah, I wonder what that story is going to be. I wonder what that... Very, very nice. And Smoothweeb, I know that... I won't say that Garp... Like, I can understand it from Garp's mentality, right? He already knows what the Celestial Dragons are capable of. He's this high up in the food chain. He knows exactly what they get up to when they do these native hunting competitions. He's already abstained from getting involved in all of this. You would think that once he gets there, though, he does act, but clearly he hasn't, which I do agree can be quite disappointing. But I feel like Oda is going to redeem him. Either that or Oda's really going to show that, you know, One Piece doesn't have straight up heroes. And to be called the Marine hero, the hero of the Marines, like, yes, there's a certain level of badassness that comes from that as being, you know, the hero of the Marines, of that level. And we're seeing how much of a badass Garp is. But to be called the hero of the Marines, the foot soldiers, the people who do the bidding of the evil world government, I suppose it does go to show that it really isn't a compliment. Mr. Artistic J, yes, my apologies. We have already finished reading, but thank you for coming in. So I am excited to see what the personal, like, story is between Roger and Garp. You, at this point, you feel like Roger needed to have killed Dragon's mum. That's the only reason why Garp hates him. You know, you do bring up a good point, because this is what surprised me in earlier chapters as well. We've known that this is the Rocks Pirates era. This is the era of Rocks. You know, we've known that that's the case, and yet Garp has made it clear that his focus... I mean, of course, he recognizes that these are big names, and when these big name pirates when he comes across them, he's more than, like, he's roaring to go fight them and to show off against these Rocks pirates. But he's made it very clear that his number one mission, his number one target, is always Roger in these situations. And I do find it quite intriguing that that's his focus and not someone like Rocks. Which does make me feel like there must be something personal. There has to be something personal between them, because it almost seems a little one-sided as well. Roger, on the other hand, sort of feels like he sees everyone as his rival. You know, when he sees Rox, he's roaring to go. When he sees Garp, he's raring to go. But Roger's also a lot more well-rounded and has these other focuses, like saving Chucky. Whereas Garp really does seem like he's on one track, just completely focused. Amiri, it has been too long. How are you, my friend? Amiri, it's really good to see you. I cannot remember the last time we've seen you on stream, but I hope you're doing well. Mark, Roger, and see, even like Roger and Whitebeard, they've got their rivalry going on. So yeah, Roger has all of these rivalries, and he's not like just solely focused on one, whereas Garp really does feel like he's obsessed with Roger. So I think it must be personal. Glad to hear that you're doing well, Amiri. And I'm glad to see that we have a mod in here. But can I thank everyone? I have to say that I'm really glad that we are a community where even when we've had an entire stream, when we've had the entire reading without mods, I think I've just found good friends that won't say stupid stuff, that won't spoil anything in the chapters before I read it, we didn't even need we haven't needed like a mod, which is really, really great. Like, I'm glad to know that we do have mods to join us in case things, hit the fan. But also I'm really glad that we're a lovely community of One Piece nerds, One Piece weebs, who can act sensibly. Yeah, Amiri, we're talking exactly. Garp is being indifferent. And like, from Garp's perspective, it's because he knows, like, I think he's got a very specific role to play, and he toes that line, I think, very carefully. Because all of this goes to say that I think Garp has a much deeper backstory that Oda is probably going to use to somewhat redeem him, and to somewhat justify why he does what he does. And I think it'll make Garp understandable when we consider it from Garp's point of view. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like it's that line from Batman Begins? Christopher Nolan's first Batman movie out of the trilogy, when I think Rachel tells Bruce something along the lines of like, it's not who you are that defines you, it's what you do that defines you. And so Garp, in his heart of hearts, might be appalled and might actually, I'm sure, like, I think we do know that he does, morally speaking, he does reject and oppose the actions of the Celestial Dragons, doesn't want to take part in the games. And I think maybe even for him, choosing not to go to God Valley and take part, because we've seen what happens if you're a Marine. You are expected to go there to do the bidding of the Celestial Dragons, which is what, Dragon had to do. And so I think Garp abstaining from even going to God Valley was a showcase that, no, I don't want to do that. So maybe for him that was the moral choice. And then deciding that actually I am gonna go because Roger's there, and even my morals have to step aside for this personal rivalry that I've got going on. I think Like, I think we're gonna see something that I feel like Oda does have to justify at this point. Smooth Weep, thank you so much for another super chat. Dragon will have a Kobe moment with Garp in Akainu's place. You mean like when he like... Sorry, my brain is not working. I told you guys before I started reading, I've not had my coffee. I slept at like 3 a.m. last night after my flight got in late. Dragon's going to have a Kobe moment with Garp in Akainu's place. All of these characters, what is the context here? Are we saying that when Akainu tries to kill Kobe at the battlefield for showing morality, are we saying that Dragon is going to be doing the reverse and being like, where is your morals, my man? Huh? Old man. Where is your sense of justice? Oh, Dragon in Shank's place and Garp in Akainu's place. I see. Okay. I've come to stop your lack of morality. Is that... Actually, you know what, John? That's actually a really, really good point. There is a... Okay. Alright. This is one way where I think the Garp justification could work. If Garp has started Sword, Sword is already in play at the moment. Sword is already in place. And he knows that Sword is really, you know, it's actually, we know that it's not, it can't be officially recognized. We know that it must be quite under threat. It's politically charged. It's a vulnerable institution within this mass institution. Garp could know that him openly defying Celestial Dragons, him openly defying the Marines, that could very well make the future of Sword more uncertain. And maybe what Garp feels like is that securing Sword's continuity and making sure that there is a strand within the Marines that actually does value morality, that actually does see the value of ethics and prioritizes, you know, human civilians in what they do. Maybe Garp felt like that was more important, and he's sort of like a utilitarian. It was a hard choice for Garp to have made, but maybe Garp made that choice of, I'm really sorry to these people at God Valley. I will forever atone for my sins for not doing more at God Valley. But, you know, he's had to pick his battles. Defending someone else, like, alright. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, he might step in and be like, Garp, Dad, what are you doing? Suspect Dragon and Garp's going to discuss this after the fact. Well, actually, that could be true as well. So maybe if Dragon confronts Garp and says, like, so Dragon by this point, we all know that after the God Valley ends, he's going to defect, right? He's going to defect from the Marines, and Garp's going to be very sad. We've seen this from the Kuzan flashback, and then Dragon's going to be like, well, yeah, I'm leaving the Marines. What the hell are you doing staying in the Marines? You know, Father, what happened to you? You raised me to be a Marine to save the civilians, to save the innocents. That is not what you were doing. And then that really slaps Garp in the face and goes like, hang on, my son is right. My son is right. What have I been doing? Well, like, what? I've lost sight. I've lost sight of why I've become a Marine. The fact that I ended up having to kill rocks had to side with Roger, my nemesis, to kill Rox, someone who wasn't actually the big baddie in this situation. And that could be what prompts Garp to start Sword. And Sword could become Garp's forever atonement project. I feel like I've spent way too long trying to justify Garp's actions. But I agree that, like, you know, it does sit a little strangely. I can see why it leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, seeing Garp the way that he is acting. I feel like at this point, why have we not seen him do anything against any, like, even just slyly protecting the civilians. You know, doing what Fujitora did. You know, because Fujitora managed to act against his morals, or according to his morals, during the shit show that was the end of the Rivalry. Mr. Artistic J, thank you for becoming a subscriber. Welcome on board. We love having more Nakama to join the JoyFleet. Like I said at the beginning, or earlier at least, we are at 92,000 subscribers now. We have less than 8,000 subscribers to go before we hit that magic number. I mean, do you guys notice that I've moved? I've had to redecorate. It's still seeming a little plain. Could do with a little bit more decoration and a silver button. The silver button would be great decoration. And I'm sure you guys would agree. Yeah, Mr. Artistic J, I am. I feel like I'm acting like Garp's lawyer at the moment when I don't need to. We're going to wait. Exactly, Mark. We'll let Oda do the justification. We'll let Oda show us what the situation is. What if Dragon still kills a celestial dragon before leaving, and that was the start of his new massive bounty? Do you think Dragon would risk it? Maybe he would only do so after he... I don't think Dragon has it in him to kill, though. I think everything we've seen of Dragon so far is that he is a pacifist. I know that it's a bit different when it comes to celestial dragons, but I feel like he would incapacitate them. I don't know if he would necessarily kill them outright. We can never trust world government sources. Exactly. It's true. Thank you, Amiri. Almost, we'll save it to when we actually get it. When we actually get to 100,000. And Zod always cheering from Twitch. Zod always showing the support from both the worlds of YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for your support there. I'm glad to see that we are having more conversations in the land of Twitch as well. Okay. It was lovely. It was lovely to see everybody. It was lovely to read the chapter. I do feel like my brain has gotten to that point where I need a coffee and I need to lie down. I also feel like my throat is getting scratchy, so I really, really hope that I am not getting sick. That would be a real bummer. But glad to see that there is no break next week, so we can come back, read chapter 1162 together. to friends that we haven't seen in a while, like Amiri, even Smooth Weeb. I feel like it hasn't been, I feel like it's been a while since we've chatted. Thank you for dropping in. Love to see the chats. To all of our wonderful people who have gifted memberships, has subscribed, has super chatted. Thank you so freaking much. I hope you all have enjoyed today's reading. I know I have. I have a lot more thoughts on it as well, but we will discuss it in a future video. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend. For those of you, enjoy your Friday night, if it's still a Friday night. If it's Saturday morning, enjoy your weekend, get some rest, rejuvenate, obsess about One Piece, but also get some sun. And Ayan, well, welcome. Thanks for becoming a new subscriber. Love to have you here.